What has this world come to, bro? We're fucking our cousins now? If y'all are out the loop, apparently there's this streamer that was in a relationship with another streamer and they ended things because apparently Shawty fucked her cousin. At least Shawty was giving him the freaky FaceTime calls. This right here is Kenneth, and about a week ago, he decided to share his pain with us, bro.
My fucking girlfriend cheated on me with her cousin. See, shit like this ain't even funny because I wouldn't have even wished this on my worst enemy. Who the fuck prayed on my downfall this much for some shit like this to happen to me? Now, I'm not gonna drop no names or anything, but y'all know who she was. You know, I posted with her, you know, obviously she's my ex now. I don't even know why I say girlfriend, bro. We made content together. We dated for a couple years and all of that ended recently, bro. I had to call it quits, bro. As of last week, I had to call it quits, bro. I caught her cheated on me in my house.
Later on in this video, bro goes on to show us text messages, photos, videos. He even goes on to show us a shared notepad that Shorty had with her cousin, bro. And upon learning all this information, I'm baffled by it, bro. My nigga, I am appalled, bro. I thought this cousins fucking each other shit, I thought that shit was some Alabama shit, nigga. I didn't know that niggas was doing that shit in Miami, Florida, gang. Like, I'm confused. And then, you know, the internet start doing the internet thing. They start looking at videos of Shorty talking about how when she was going through puberty, she was having a crush on her cousin. Like,
but back when I was like, I don't even know the age, to be honest. I was young. I was just hitting puberty. Me and my cousin,
L story, yep, get
we
to
kind
the
of had a
point.
thing. We kind of had a thing going. But like, it was kind of one-sided though. It was more so me. But like, I remember like, I had a big crush on this nigga because we were best friends. And at the time, being best friends with a guy when I'm just hitting puberty and like my hormones are a little bit like peaking, you know what I'm saying? I kind of associated him with that.
too much shit is starting to add up. This is on some family stroke shit, bro. Don't be surprised the next time you go on a hub and you start to strive for greatness, you see a storyline like this. But me personally, I want to hear all three sides to the story, bro. I want to hear his side, her side, and then I want to hear the truth. This right here is Kathleen. She decided to respond, bro. And I'll tell you this right here, we ain't taking no sides, bro. I'm not gonna play the whole video for y'all, like on some reaction video shit, because that shit would take way too long. I'm gonna take little clips and I'll respond to it, you feel me?
Hello everyone, I am here to say my truth and share my story on the things that have been released on the internet and the things that have happened to me. First and foremost, I want to start off by taking full accountability for what I did. I want to start off by apologizing to the person that I hurt the most in this situation, which was my ex. I want to say sorry to my supporters that I disappointed. I did a lot of things that I'm not proud of, and I have to own up to them.
Well, you see the start of the video, she taking full responsibility, bro. She was giving the nigga the freaky FaceTime calls, bro. And she not even trying to hide it. She was like, ah, nigga, you got me. You got me. That's what she's like. She's like, you got me, bro. But let's get back to this shit.
First, I want to address the note that was released online. I did not have any involvement in creating it or writing it in any way. It was only shared to me. And I also want to make this very clear. I did not have any sexual intercourse with anybody outside of my relationship.
Okay, now Shorty trying to do the RDC, bro. Sweetheart, we caught you in 4K. This is 4K. There's no way out of this one, buddy. Okay, so let's break this down real quick, right? So you're saying that this list was shared to you. Okay, if the list was shared to you, why the fuck is number one on the list nut on face, bro? Why is number one on the list nut on your face, bro? Because when I see nut on your face, number one, that seems to me that was your idea, sweetheart. It wasn't that he shared the note with you, is that you shared the note with him. Talk about it. Let's talk about it, bro. It seems like you shared the note to him. But let's get back to your response, because I know we get real serious.
There's two sides to every story, and our relationship was unhealthy on both ends. And since he's decided to bring my wrongdoings onto the internet, I believe it is only fair that I bring attention to the things that he has done to me, because my ex was never a saint like he paints himself out to be. We had a lot of arguments throughout our relationship, which was normal, but what wasn't normal was the verbal, mental, and physical abuse that he subjected me to. He put me through a lot in the past 2.5 years of us being together. He even forced himself on me at one point. My ex dealt with a lot of anger issues, and he would often use me as an outlet. For example, he would punch things, he would rip wires in the heat of conflicts. He would yell at me when I cried, and he would gaslit me until I believed I was the problem. There were 2 or 3 times where my ex would approach me unprovoked and put me in a chokehold against the wall, and I would tell him to stop because I was scared, and he wouldn't. The next thing I'm about to say are serious allegations that I know men often get falsely accused of, but at the end of the day, all I can do is come on here, tell my truth, tell my story, whether you want to believe it or not. There was a time where me and my ex were drinking, and he forced himself onto me. And it hurt, and I cried, and I begged him to stop, but he never did. At the time of my essay, he was very rough on me, which resulted in me getting a cut on my insides. Luckily, I was able to take video footage of the blood on the scene and a graphic photo of the damage that resulted.
Y'all see what she's saying, bro. You know, I can't even go too crazy on her for that because I don't know what happened, bro. Like, they were in a toxic relationship. So mad shit could have happened to where both sides are hella in the wrong. But if this was court, if we in a jury and they showing us evidence and shit, bro, it makes it hard for me to believe your sob story if I'm seeing messages like this. I'm seeing you send me a fucking double serious face emoji with you pointing at me with this message, and I'm supposed to take this story serious? Sweetheart, for all I know, you into that rough shit, bro. Them cuts on your insides is from y'all niggas fucking hard, bro. That's just the reasonable doubt shit seeping into my mind with this story. You feel me? But let's transition this because Kenneth decided to respond to her response, and he gave us a lot more detail. That is where I got these messages from. So fuck what I said. Listen to this nigga.
Say wallahi. Yo, hold on.
My ex dealt with a lot of anger issues, and he would often use me as...
Okay, no. First of all, I've never forced myself on her. I've never put my hands on her. I've never done any of the sort, my nigga. First of all, this girl was literally like, I don't know what's the word, like over sexual or like overly freaky. But bro, she literally would force me to drink. I've never drank or smoked in my life until I met this girl.
There was a time when me and my ex were drinking, and he forced himself onto me.
Every single time we drank, she forced me to drink. Every single time we drank, she forced me to drink. She would always say, I want to see you blackout drunk. I want to see you drunk. I want you to just get loose and do whatever. But that's not the point, because I've never forced myself onto you. Never. Every single time we did something, we had consent. You know why? Because you're the overly sexual one. I'm a nonchalant ass nigga. I'd be chilling in my own world. And I think that's what made you mad. I think that's what made you think I don't like you, because I'm not always trying to fuck. I'm not always trying to have sex because I believe there's more to just sex, bro. You're always, every single day. Like, bro, when we were long distance, we was literally cracking every single day, 2 times a day. In the moment I told her, I don't want to do it, I can't do it, she would gaslight me, say I don't love her. She would start crying. She would just force me, bruh. Like, bro. And then when she moved over here, obviously I see her every single day. So it's impossible to do that shit every single day. And I think that's what got in her head. And that's when she started saying stuff like, I thought you didn't like me no more. I thought you never touched me no more. And that's when I guess she cheated on me with her cousin. But I don't know. Like, that's just what she wants you to believe.
Luckily, I was able to take video footage.
Y'all seen how she just looked at the script?
Luckily, I was able to take video footage of the blood on the scene and a graphic photo of the damage that resulted.
Let me see this. Okay, yes. Okay. So, Saturday, July 13th, okay? 2 days before your birthday. There's blood on the floor, right? There's no way out of this one. Tell me why July 18th, the same year, by the way, a couple days after your birthday, there's blood on the sheets and on the pillows. You know why? Because you're a freak and you always wanted me to crack. Always. Even when you was on, your period, that time of the month. You thought if I didn't do it, I would think of you as disgusting. I didn't love you. So you know what? That's when I explored that and we started doing that. And I always had consent because that's what you wanted. You liked doing vampire sex.
So boom, that's all I'm gonna play from the video. But if you want to know what happened in the video, apparently he basically fact checking shorty, bro. Like, because in the first video, shorty was talking about how the cousin shit only happened like last month, but apparently this nigga showing that this shit was going on for many months, you know what I mean? But the most explosive thing that we got from this video, it was that apparently Kathleen decided to hire a crisis management team to clean up the fact that she fucked her cousin, bro. Because remind you, like, she never really, like, you go watch the video, she never really, you know, attacked the allegations head on, you know? And you look at the video, you see at some points she's looking to the side like she's reading a script. Bro got emails, bro. I don't know how this nigga got into her email, but this nigga showing emails of a crisis management team hitting shorty up talking about we could help with the allegations. I'm just like, damn, man, this information was so damning that you had to hire a crisis management team, bro. To end this video off, y'all, I'm gonna give you my opinion on this whole situation. And you ask me, I think shorty was just addicted to sex, bro. Like when this nigga explains that whenever they were with each other, when they were long distance, and any chance that they got together, they was fucking 2 times 3 times a day. And when they finally decided to move in with each other, and when she realized this nigga couldn't keep it up 24/7, she decided to go to a nigga that she knew could keep it up 24/7. You know what I mean? Or at least when this nigga need a break, bro. And the nigga that she knew off rip was her cousin. And I didn't also bring up the fact that she was also giving the freaky FaceTimes to one of her mods. So it was her cousin and her mod, bro. So when her cousin couldn't keep it up, she went to her mod. And then when, you know what I'm saying, he was back in the action, she was going with him. So that's the whole gist of the story. That's how I feel about it. I feel like that's the truth. But, you know, I do want to leave y'all with one thing, man. This is a message to Kathleen. You know, I was reading through that little bucket list, and I'll be honest, man, I know I'm not your cousin, but I could definitely fulfill all of those items on that list for you. Whichever one was your idea, I could do that. Whichever one was his idea, but you still want to do it, you was fucking with it, I could do that. But yeah, y'all, peace, man.
Okay, bye.